Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. In the previous episode, we got our supply area set up. So we've now got most of our common materials automatically being produced, which should make our lives a little bit easier. What I'd like to do next is replace our stone furnaces with steel furnaces. Now, a steel furnace requires 8 steel plates and 10 stone brick. I've already got stone brick being produced down here. So what I think I'll do is bring the steel line down here and set up a small 2-machine factory to make steel furnaces. And how do we limit that? I don't know. We're probably going to need, let's say, a couple hundred. So I'll limit our output to 200 for now. We can always modify that later if we need to. Now the crafting time for steel furnace is 3 seconds. It needs 10 bricks. So 10 bricks in 3 seconds. We might need to put 2 blue inserters. No, actually I don't think we do because we've got the stack size bonus now. So the inserters can now pull 2 at a time off of the belt. And that was something that never happened before. In the previous versions of the game, you probably remember that you could only get the stack size bonus when you were pulling from boxes or assembly machines from one container to another. Now you get the bonus when you pull off of belts as well. So we should be fine with 1 inserter there. I'll put a yellow inserter on the output, and I will bring steel down like this. And again, just 1 blue inserter on each side should suffice. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll need an underground belt there. I'll put an underground belt there. Splitter. And there we go. And I'll just wait a moment to make sure that that is going properly. Yeah, see here we can see the number incrementing by 2 each time. So we are indeed getting that stack bonus, which is awesome. I think that's a great improvement because once you get to higher speeds, higher throughputs, I found that I was often limited by how many inserters I could get around the assembly machines in some cases, and this kind of helps to address that issue. All right, so we'll let that work for a bit. In the meantime, I do want to go up and check on our steel line to see how we're doing. Looks like we're not getting quite enough coal. And I don't know if it's just me, but it seems a lot darker than it usually is. It's hard to see what's going on. All right, so let's go put some additional mining drills down so we can get some more coal. We'll clear away some trees first, as always. Looks like we're ready to do some more research too, so let's pick some research here real quick. Okay, we now have the stack inserter research available. We've got laser turrets, we've got landmines, combat robot damage modules. We have a plethora of options here. I'm not sure which one we really need first, so I'll just pick one. Let's go with engines. Might be nice to build a car sometime soon, especially if we're going to be doing some exploration to figure out where to put our main base after this one has served its purpose. It'll be nice to have some mobility. Okay, so that'll give us double the coal output. Actually, I'm gonna do more than that, because once we put in steel, we'll be able to consume coal at twice the rate that we are now. So let me add a couple more, and it looks like I missed a power pole there. Alright. Oh, here we are. So I'll put another 4 down. Okay, we've got engines, so let's start doing our rail research. This is kind of goofy. Let's see here. Alright, put that there, and then there. Okay, now we've got it all covered with power. Let's see how we're doing on power, by the way. Okay, we're doing alright. And I want to start getting rid of some of this wood, so what I'll do is put a few belts here. How do I want to do that? No, I'll just put one. I'll move it up one more, so that way I don't have to put down another power pole. There we go. And I'm going to load the wood in there. And that way we'll start using some of that wood for fuel to get rid of it. Okay, so we'll do automated rail. All right, and we'll need to add some more power there fairly soon. All right, let's see how we're doing on electric furnaces, or steel furnaces rather. All right, I've got 56 now, so we can get started with that. I think I'll upgrade the iron line first. And that's just a simple matter of clicking and dragging. So that's about as easy an upgrade as you can get. And we'll do the steel next. And we'll run back for more. Let's check our map for biters. Don't really see anything too dangerous. Looks like there's something gathering over there. We might want to set up some radar outposts a little bit further out so that we can see what's going on farther away from the base. But it looks like for now we're fairly safe. Okay, and we'll do rail signals. And then we'll have everything we need to start doing trains. Okay, so now on this side we'll start getting steel twice as fast. And that means we're going to need to start bringing in ore twice as fast. So Yeah, so probably it's not going to help us too much yet until we start upgrading to red belts, which we can do next. As a matter of fact, while we wait for more furnaces to be made, because right now we're kind of limited on our steel output, I'll get to work on setting up red belt production over here. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. These will be red splitters, which require regular splitters, gears, and circuits. This will be red belts, and those require regular belts and gears. And these will be red underground belts, which require yellow underground belts and a bunch of gears. And then we'll just set these to feed over. Let me put in some power. And I'm thinking I'll replace some of these power poles. So I think I can get rid of those. We'll clean that up a bit. Let's do the same here. Oops. Okay, that's a little bit cleaner. Okay, so now for these to run, we need gears and we need circuits here for this one. So we need to figure out how we get those fed in. And one thing I've done in the past is we could have a belt coming down the middle here with gears. I'm thinking maybe we could actually just loop this one around and bring it down here. I think it's not going to be quite fast enough to keep this going at a high rate of speed because these do take quite a lot of gears. So let's do something like this. We'll do... If I set these up to make gears, and then output to the middle, and then we do something like this. Okay, that way these guys will all get gears on that side. And I can loop this iron belt around. Now this iron belt is not, there's no way it's going to keep up at this point. But once we upgrade to steel furnaces, the situation will improve somewhat. We'll have to upgrade the belts as well before too long. So let me put, yeah, I'll put a belt right there. So we can go like that. Okay, and then we need to bring circuits as well. And we can do that here in the middle. Let me first set up some boxes for our outputs. So those can get started, and again, I'll limit these to 1 stack. Let's say 200 and 1 stack. And actually, this is the only one that needs circuits. So that simplifies things a little bit. Does need quite a few. So how could we do that? I could set up another little circuit module. Or maybe I could split that off somehow. Let me see. Yeah, if I could split this off and come over here, that would work out pretty well. That would give it more gears as well. So let me see if I can do... If I put a splitter there. We could do that. And then I've got a bit of a problem here though. I need to figure out how to get this up here, but I have this inserter in the way. Could we do this? There we go. I think that works. Like I said, we don't have nearly enough iron coming in here to keep all this running, but I think this will do the job for now. Okay, so let's go. All right. Let's start researching solar. Let's go see how we're doing on the electric furnaces. We'll get that upgraded. Or the steel furnaces. I don't know why I keep saying electric furnaces. I mean steel. Okay, power is starting to get tight, so once we finish up here. Oh, I do have that upgraded already to steel. Yeah, so we need to start upgrading belts before we'll be able to get any more output. Okay, so that side is finished. Let's upgrade this side, and I think we'll have enough to do the other side as well. So that's good. And then we'll upgrade these belts, and then we'll start adding more lines as we need more capacity. Okay, and we should do the copper line as well. And we'll do our stone brick line. I think I've got enough to do this one right now. Oh, and actually I have enough to do copper as well. Okay, so we're good. Good on steel furnaces. Okay, good. So we're all set there. Now let's just let me add some more power. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a pump. We need some underground pipe. Where's our iron? Here we go. Get some more underground pipe, and we need 14 burner inserters. Now you'll see some people using a ratio of 14 to 10 boilers to steam engines. And there are other folks that use a ratio of 13 to 10. I use 14 just because the actual ratio is like 13.14 or 13.2, something like that. So the only difference there is that I round up, and some people like to round down. Either one works, really. You know, once you get to to the maximum output of these steam engines, you'll find a small difference in output between having 13 and 14. 14 will give you a little bit more, but it's not a big difference, and usually you're not going to have your system completely pegged at 100% anyway. So if you prefer to use 13, it won't hurt anything really. I like to use 14 just to have a little bit of a safety margin. And get all this filled in. Okay, so 10 steam engines. We'll need another pipe there. Where did my underground pipe go? Maybe I ran out. There we go. And 5 more engines. Whoa. Okay, and then we put in our inserters. And we're good to go. And then I'm going to grab some more stone brick and finish the pathways around here. I'll do these in groups of 4. Okay, and I will do that offline. That's going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll start upgrading our belts to red, and then more than likely we'll add a few more smelting lines. Maybe another iron to begin with would be a good idea. I think we're good on copper for the moment, and then we'll see what's next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.